The July 28th episode of WWE Monday Night Raw ended with Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed standing tall over their SummerSlam 2025 opponents, Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. For those who follow WWE, this is a tried and true practice for go-home shows leading into a PPV/PLE. One side is left decimated while the other goes into the show with momentum. If trends mean anything, Uso and Reigns are rightfully the favorites to pick up the win. However, at some point, Roman Reigns will give up the win to Bron Breakker, and that's the right direction to take. Roman Reigns is the superstar driving the WWE train. Even though he isn't around as frequently as fans would like, Reigns is the personification of star power for the WWE today. Listen to fan reaction anytime his music hits. Roman Reigns is a star, and there's no debating that point to be true. However, Reigns' time is winding down. The multiple-time champion has openly talked about retirement. The timeline he's discussed was a surprise to some, as it was much sooner than typically seen in professional wrestling. He's hinted at being done by 2029, and that year will be here much sooner than expected. With that in mind, it's time for Reigns to start putting over the younger names on the roster, and none have more momentum than Bron Breakker. Bron Breakker will dominate Roman Reigns. From day one, it was clear that WWE had major plans for Bron Breakker. He decimated many who stood in front of him throughout his time in WWE NXT. That trend has continued for majority of his time on the main roster. He's gone toe-to-toe with some important names and frequently comes out unscathed. Breakker has all the momentum. Fan reaction to Breakker also points to the idea that he's primed to be the next top name in WWE. There are strong reactions to everything he does in the ring and backstage during promo segments. The work that WWE has put into his build is working, and that work has to be continued for not only his future, but to ensure that WWE has a strong character who fans are invested in when the time comes. That brings the conversation back to Roman Reigns. Will he get a victory over Bron Breakker at some point? Sure, that's expected for the biggest name in the company. But when the time comes for a definitive, feud-ending victory, that win should go to Bron Breakker, and it shouldn't even be a question. Reigns has achieved all he could achieve as a WWE superstar. It is time for him to elevate another performer to a similar, believable position. That means he must go out on his back. Listen, everyone's favorite star put over someone on the way out the door. That's customary. The main thing is when a superstar puts over a younger name who hopes to take that position at some point in the future. That is what will be at stake when Roman Reigns and Bron Breakker eventually face off. Whenever that is, the match should be Breakker's to win resoundingly. WWE heading back to Japan in October, another AEW counter program on the calendar. #We want mellow trends as fans want to see better booking for Carmelo Hayes. Frustration boils over Bayley not having a match on SummerSlam 2025. Tony Hinchcliffe's SummerSlam event listed as cancelled on Ticketmaster.